Alright, welcome back. So yeah, this is a continuation from before. Last time last off around with Merlin, the some characters. So now I guess we can keep going and go over so that we not even scratch the surface of some characters. So Robin Hood, of course, that's from 1972 or 3. Yep. I never seen the movie, but I like the movie. I've seen it a little bit. Yep, based on Robin Hood's character. So first we think well, there's another part makes sense, but I think the characters are kind of different, slightly different. And Meridoc is an archer, so you have one friend who's fox, another one who is an archer. Makes sense. Goofy. What else can I say? The iconic Disney character, George. Yes. Main action for that is the fun loving Goof. Yep. So friends with Jesse and Mickey Mouse. That's of course. Yes. So cool. Duke Kaboom, so very recent, he of course appears in 2019, Toy Story 4, Toy Story 4 2019, and they appear again in Toy Story 5, so yeah, cool. First you know about that, Kaboom, voiced by Keanu Reeves, legend, of course. Did extraordinaire, yep, watch title. Best with Woody, makes sense, and Goofy, instinct. Now both people. So of course she first appears in Toy Story 1, 1935. She appears again in Toy Story 2, does not appear in Toy Story 3, but reappears in Toy Story 4 in this, year. And I think that is the year they'll use most, her look from Toy Story 4. I think that's from Toy Story 4, I believe, yeah. Toy Story chapter user stuff with Protected Alex, makes sense. So, friends with Joy, and Woody, of course, that's real. The first emotion character, Anger, from Inside Out 1, 2015. Yeah, completely. I think that's the broccoli pizza scene, yeah. Titans, what Island damage enemies, yes. Friends with Zer, yeah. And Hades, I think that makes sense. They're both fire, they're both really angry, so it makes sense. Yep, sorry about that one. So yeah, so next one is Duck and Bunny. This is again also from Toy Story 4, voiced by Kim Peel actually. Plus by Duck and Bunny maintain to the field. Yeah. That's right, yep. First with Merlin and Timon and Pumbaa. I think it makes sense. I think Duck and Bunny and Timon and Pumbaa, I think kind of that long, very similar characters, yeah, makes sense. Rafiki is from Lighting, 1904. They're Babu and I'm not. I think I remember that line. Rafiki feels his sticks is not sensitive to anything else alike. So yeah, Merlin and Jaja as friends, a very interesting combination. I think Merlin makes sense, wise, people who think smart. Which are very interesting. So, like, trust me inside out 2015. Think positive. Very positivity, yep. So we all up. I think it has similar energies in a sense. And anger, okay? Now of course you have the Beast from Beauty and the Beast 1991. Okay, there you go. Let's see here. His first costume, that's of course the costume he wears most. Royale Beast, I think that's from like the ballroom scene. So yeah. So Match Bell, Chance, and Sully. I think that's gonna make sense, Beast and Sully. They look like Beast, but they have good hearts. Well, the Beast has to learn they have good heart, but yeah. Timon and Pumbaa, I think they of course from Lion King of course. Timon they stuck and different with unique coloring choices. The scrubs. Hakuna Matata, okay. So with Star, interesting. I don't know if they ever interact with Star in original movies, that's interesting. And you have Stitch, very interesting. Yeah. Now you have Peter Pan, this is from the 1950s, first. How it lives, that's the original. But it's quite short still, still trying to explore out the victories. So yeah. So from Alice, interesting, I guess makes sense to see that. And Robin Hood. So yeah. I think Robin Hood, Peter Pan, green characters. So yeah, that's true. Jafar, what was from Aladdin, 1992. I don't know if I ever say this line, but that's a common line I see now every time. Mysterious magical abilities, for instance. It's a sorcerer. So tonight, two characters that actually from the Disney restaurant, they're all quite close to each other. Blank is for 94, Beauty and Beast is for 91, so they're all actually close to each other. So Star, makes sense, and Gaston also, so they're all Disney villains connected with each other. Then you have Sim and Nut. This is actually as their kids version from the start of the movie. So yeah, so they're designed based on the like the earlier parts in the movie. The middle, one, and we have Huey, Dewey, Louie from DuckTales. So yeah, makes sense. So here we do it with a normal boring family. The first film, yeah. So I'm not sure when their first appearance, but I know their most famous appearance was DuckTales, both the 80s and the 2017 version. But they're based on the 1980s version. So then I think with Joy and Donald Duck, because of course they are. So yeah, we have our first Muppets character. Yep. So tonight with Gonzo and Wally, very interesting combination. Miss Piggy. Okay, we have another Muppet character now. Starting karate moves, yeah, that's it. Yeah. So you have the Queen of Hearts and the Stunt, very interesting combinations. Jasmine, okay, so you have another Lightning character. Alright, yep. The Tiger, Raja is the Tiger, there. So friends with Aladdin and Shank. I think that makes sense. Aladdin, movie, Shank. I think they would get along kind of similar. Yes, ma. Okay. So this is from the Emperor's New Groove in 2000, of course. For some push a lot potions, of course. Some with Miss Piggy and Ursula. I think that's cool. I think it's fine with Ursula. I can see that. But I mean, so she's from the same movie as I think it's Rolling Stone. I'm not really sure. I know the same movie. She's in the same movie with Merlin. Madame uses her amazing power transformation to create chaos on the battlefield. So we connected with I forgot the name, but I know that one. It's from DuckTales and Woody Woody from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Gonzo the Great. After them here, the Chicken Brigade. Yeah, Connect with Kaboom absolutely makes sense. They're both Daredevils and Launchpad. So that's an interesting combination. So yeah, but both they work, they make sense. Randall Box. So yeah, that's from Monsters Inc. Oh, this is Taito, so it's like the minion, you might say. Yeah. Invisibility. Yep. Going to Yusuma and the Stunt. Very interesting the combinations. Yusuma, like Emperor's New Groove, Monster Inc. is only a 1 year apart. So yeah. Captain Hook, of course, from Peter Pan. Flying Wheels Swap. So yeah, we have Captain Barbossa. I think Pirates and Peter Pan, of course, the lifelong enemy. Scrooge McDuck, of course, famous character icon now. See here. Friends with Hercules, interesting, and Huey Louie, makes sense. Donald Duck, of course, one of the OG trees, alongside Goofy and Mickey Mouse. What's the big idea? That's a Donald Duck quote, of course, famous. So the Handsome, yes. Friends with Scrooge McDuck makes sense, and anger. So, make out to sense, Scrooge McDuck makes sense, anger issues. And Gizmo Duck from DuckTales. Gizmo Duck here, and the suit. Then we do Kaboom and Launchpad. Very, very interesting. I'll level up this one actually, so you can see how it works. Yeah, my double, I think that's from Darkwing Duck, like Darkwing Duck, I think. On electricity. Friends with Infinite and Berserk. Okay, sure. Okay. Woody Woody from the Christmas tree. Well, nice, yeah. So friends with Captain Hook and Rhinobots. So Rhinobots I think makes sense. They're both evil monsters, they're the bad guys essentially. Yeah. You're doing Raven. Okay, so our first character is from Ratatouille in 2007. Let's do this thing, that's what they do in the set for the restaurant. With the car Raven, yeah. So friends with Mickey and I think that's Colette, I think that's her name. I forgot which one. But yeah, makes sense. So it's really ready for Ratatouille. Launchpad McQuack. So yeah, if you got wind, I can crash it. Yeah, that's pretty much. Talking about always crashing too. So friends with what's his name? Darkwing Duck. I'm not too familiar with the Duck franchise in the Disney. So yeah. Thank you, Romana. Alright, cool. Colette, of course from Ratatouille. Friends with I think that's Sally for Night Before Christmas and Mera. So I think makes sense. Strong female characters, unique personalities, yeah, makes sense. Now we have Rapunzel. She of course first appears in Fact 10 in Tangled. Has her own series, Tangled I think, what is it, like the Tangled series, that's from 2017 to 2020, I believe, and of course, short film. And Magic Head also one thing. I think that's when she says around the war, when about like the war's rising. Magic healing here, something. Yep. So yeah, that's it. The plan makes sense. So for connecting with Jasmine and Bo Peep. So yeah, cool. Sun Rider also from Tangled. He broke my smolder, that's when he fell. Yep. Saunders when we went sword and smolder, yep. Connecting with Rapunzel, makes sense. And Aladdin also makes sense. They're both thieves with gold of heart. Well, heart of gold, I mean. Yeah, so this is very Rapunzel, Aladdin, yeah. Magic the spell, oh yeah, that's her name. Battlefields, yeah, from DuckTales. Jepar, and I think that's made up for that. I'm not too familiar that I said. Right, so now we have a character from the underrated era to 2000. This is from Atlantis, the Lost Empire, I believe, from 2001. She's like the princess. So probably with Eye of Magic, Crystal, yep. So here, yes. From then with Hercules and Jasmine, interesting. So yeah, from 2001. God of Facilier from 2009, Princess and Fraud, the main antagonist. Then my one now, the Friends on the other side. Friends on the other side, that's up connected along with God of Facilier. Assisted by Friends on the other side, six choices, yep. So we have Jafar and Maleficent. So yeah, makes sense. So yeah, let's see what comes up. Yeah, we go into a lot of characters now. Oh yeah. Powerline, this is from the Goofy movie, I think that's in 1995. So then we can analyze the light shows, yep. So you have, the... Oh yeah, thank you for the name, the guy I haven't seen Toy Story for a long time. First off from Toy Story 4, and Goofy. Makes sense, Goofy and Powerline, yeah, connected, makes sense. Gerald, Marley, Nemo. So one Nemo, of course, from Finding Nemo, the 2003. Gerald is from 2016, that's from Finding Dory. And then Finding Clovis, that's Marlene's line. Yep, see here. So now I think with, of course, the other traditional like Dory, and I think for that the name of the octopus, and yeah, so it's all the Finding Nemo characters, and you have Simba and Nala from Lion King. So cool. Tron, I think this is from the original one, the original movie. Like for the users, that's an iconic line. Yep, sense. Teletime Flynn, makes sense. And wait, what's his name? Oh, that is coming from that. Sorry, wait, let me check. This model, yeah, this model. Sorry. Which? Oh, Hank, yeah, that's his name. But I haven't seen the movies in a while. And I actually did something crazy. I think that's Dory's line. So yeah. And goes on the finance, yeah. Also mentioned the connected. Dory of course from 2003, Finding Nemo. Hank is from 2016, Finding Dory. So mention that together. This is from Finding Dory. Have Winnie the Pooh, Inspiration, and Rafiki. Now we have Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Let's say, here's for Jump, they bumps, definitely. So they were Robin Hood. And I think one of the name, what's her name? Let's see. Ducky and Bunny. Alright. Ducky and Bunny. Yeah, now what you're saying, Tigger, good character. Winnie the Pooh. Don't say nothing. I think that's the Winnie the Pooh line. That feels like it. Coming with himself. So we have Ruby and Tigger. So yeah, Tigger makes sense. And Ruby is very interesting. But yeah, this is a good combination. Eeyore and then Winnie Pooh character. That's very cool. Yep. I think Minnie Mouse, okay, for first place over here. And Winnie the Pooh. So interesting. Kristoff and Span, this is his software first appears in Frozen 1, of the Frozen 2, and eventually Frozen 3. Actually, my life, yeah, that's from the mountain scene. I'll show you this, I see that. We have Kira and Twin Rider. So we have one from the 2000s, very interesting combination, and Twin Rider. It's only 3 years apart. Yeah, to see, that's a good combination there. Now, since this is, of course, from 2004 in Incredibles. Says, I'll be here when you ever were. I think that's his evil monologue that he gives. Stuff like that one. Okay. And Magica, the spell, and Isma. So that's a very interesting combination. They're both magic actually. So both these characters are magic, but Syndrome is very clearly technology. So that's an interesting combination. Li Shang from Mulan 1998. guess. So I think. And they have Li Sheng from Mulan, that Mulan makes sense, and Kristoff. So that makes sense. Alright, now let's stop around here for now. So yeah, this we run this so far around here. So yeah, I'll see you again soon. Thank you.